Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my vlog. For the new people, my name is Arthur Garcia. You guys can find me on TikTok. It's not Snapchat. Instagram. I'm on Snapchat though, but I don't use that shit anymore. Instagram, LinkedIn, and obviously here on YouTube, guys. A little bit about me. I live in Orange County. I'm a video strategist. I think that's the word people are using nowadays. I saw some dude talk about that the other day, and I'm happy that there's more people out there doing this type of work. That means what that pretty much means, guys, is just a video marketer. I'm pretty sure there's more people out there that do this, but they don't really like focus just on video, at least that I know of. But yeah, what I do pretty much is make videos for small businesses or any business, to be honest, or influencers or whoever, and I strategize their videos, to either bring them more sales, more email signups, phone calls, brand awareness, whatever, right? Whatever they need. And in most cases, they just want more sales. That's everybody's end goal. But that's why we talk about strategy. And there's more to it than just saying, I want more sales. There's a fucking strategy. And with that being said, guys, it really transitions good into what I'm about to talk about, because what I'm about to talk about is very important in the process of accomplishing these goals, whether it's to bring up sales, get more email signups, get more phone numbers, or whatever it is that we're trying to do in our marketing efforts. So let's get right into it, guys, and let's learn some fucking BAMCIS. So you guys might be asking yourself, what is BAMCIS art? I'm confused. Can we get right into it? BAMCIS, guys, is an acronym that I learned in the military that I didn't think about it as much, because to me, I just felt like a teenager still. I was 18 when I joined the military, 2012 to 2016. But when you're that young, all you're thinking about is, I'm a Marine, I'm making a little bit of money, and all I want to do is get out of this long ass day of training and work, and I just want to go, play pool or something, right? But BAMCIS, guys, has really, in many ways, has changed my life, because it made my life better as a videographer that plans for his executions to make marketing strategies work. But I'm gonna talk about both worlds, how it works in the military and how it works as a video marketer for me, and maybe for you too as a videographer. It doesn't have to be with marketing strategies, guys, of course, because it makes more sense for me. But honestly, you can apply this to your business, to your projects, and anything that is complex that you're trying to figure out how to accomplish. So let's get right into it, guys. I don't want to waste your time. The first letter of the acronym BAMCIS is begin planning. What does that mean? In the military, guys, there's a chain of command, top people, and before they would come and tell us, right away, like, hey guys, we're gonna have a field op this week, right? Or this weekend or whatever, or maybe you're in country, you're in Afghanistan or Iraq or whatever. I'm pretty sure they did this. They would fucking say, like, we're gonna go on a 5-day operation and we're gonna try to eliminate this threat, right? We're gonna go pretty much go kill someone because he's been a high threat risk for a long time, still causing trouble, and it's just not letting people live peacefully here in this country. So before they issue an order to do that, they're going through this process called BAMCIS. They're talking about these amongst these higher ups, these fucking Illuminati fuckers. They're talking about what they're about to do, like what they trying to accomplish. In this case, let's just say they want to kill this person, they want to eliminate him. So they're starting to talk. They're making assumptions, like, we wonder where he might live, like, we wonder what kind of weaponry he might have. They're just wondering, they're making assumptions and shit. So that being said, with that, guys, when you're doing it with video, me as a video marketer, I'm thinking about my target customer for my client, right? Like, I'm having these conversations with my client. Like, what do we kind of know about our target customer? What are they into? What's their favorite color? Do they fart at night? Do they, what's the shoe size? Of course, that's very detailed, but you get my gist. Like what kind of income do they have? What do they like to eat? Do they, like, what kind of people like this product? What kind of people like this service? So that's what you really want to keep in mind when you're beginning to plan. You want to keep these assumptions in your head. So that's for B, guys. begin planning in BAMCIS. Now let's jump in right into A, arrange for reconnaissance, arrange for recon. At this point, we are made assumptions, and we really want to know. So now let's take it back to the military. The chain of command, these higher ups, these colonels and 5-star generals or whatever, they're really trying to know what they really want to figure out. Like, what are the very high priority data points that we want to know? What are the things we really want to know? Do we really, of course, I'm pretty sure they want to know where the location's at, and they're arranging for that. Like, how are we gonna get there? What kind of weaponry do they have, right? Like, what kind of weapons does this high threat individual have? So they might be thinking about, well, should we take weaponry? Of course. I mean, why the fuck I would, I would fucking take some, M16s and shit, maybe some fucking, grenades. I don't know, like whatever it takes to come back alive, especially if you're out there in country. Maybe like you kind of know where the location is of this individual, so you're thinking, how are we gonna get there? Should we go by foot? Should we drive a little bit then go by foot? Should we drop an LZ? Like, these are the things that they're already arranging for when they're doing on this process on BAMCIS. Now let's take it back to, as a video marketer myself or a videographer, when I'm talking with my client, like when we're arranging for these things, like how are we gonna figure out what our target customers like? Right now we can start thinking, how should we go about this? Maybe we can make a poll. We can go ask people on their face, like, hey, you own a Tesla, what are you into? Like my current client, they're a EV charging company, so they install electric chargers. So my thing is always like, I'm always asking for information, right? This is literally like practical reconnaissance. I'm arranging like reconnaissance. Like, I'm asking myself these questions. How am I gonna know what my target customers like? So with shit like this, guys, when you're out here and you're marketing, like, all you gotta do is ask. You just gotta ask, what are you into? And more than likely, people that like electric cars are into tech. So how do we go about that? We use social media. All this is still part of the arranging part. How are we gonna go about it? In my case, we need social media, right? We're gonna need some social media, just hand-to-hand combat, just asking questions, face-to-face, just little things like that, right? We're already arranging for recon, and we're kind of summing up a little plan that's gonna get us there to the forefront. But yes, guys, that's arranged recon for BAMCIS. Okay, that's A. Now we're gonna jump right into M. Okay, that's make recon. Okay, that's making reconnaissance. Like, at this point, you're actually executing on the things that you question that you might need to do to gather up this data, right? So now you're actually, in the military world, you're actually taking some recon Marines out there to take a look out physically, because that's what you guys decided to do during the arranged recon stage of BAMCIS. You decided that you're gonna take out some recon Marines and go make some recon physically, to go look at the compound, because you need to literally see a closer look about how some of these high threats might look like. What kind of guns do they have? Do they have saws, machine guns? Do they have grenades, RPGs? What kind of mobile assets do they have? Do they have Humvees? Do they have fucking helicopters? Like, you want to really know all these things. Do they have cameras? Do they have good communication? Like, these are all important things, guys, when you're out there trying to make reconnaissance, and these are very important data points that these Marines want to bring back, because it's going to be useful for the people that are going to carry on the mission, after issuing the order. And that's just for the military guys. So now let me put making reconnaissance for in the military, in the marketing world, or me as a videographer. At this point, I want to go actually do the things. I want to go actually, ask the questions and go figure out through social media, or, looking on Google, figuring out what my potential targeted customer is about. What do they like, and all these things, like where do they like to chill and hang out? Do they like to travel? What kind of cars do they like? right? Like I said before, like my client's an EV charging company. They install electric car chargers. So what kind of people have electric cars? You know, and how do I go about that? And I actually go, you know? So that's what making reconnaissance is actually go doing the grunt work, the field work, and figuring out what these customers are into, their weaknesses, their strengths, you know, like what ticks them, what makes them buy, you know, what doesn't make them buy, you know, is it price, is it good customers, is it bad customer service? Like all these things matter, and these are the things we want to keep in mind. Okay, so that's making reconnaissance, guys. If you're liking this content, please leave a comment below if you need some clarification about what I'm talking about, and please leave a like and subscribe if you're finding this content useful. Hopefully at least one of you guys is understanding what I'm trying to say here and is bringing you guys a lot of value. Okay, so let's just step right into the next one, which is completing the plan. Okay, what does completing the plan mean in BAMCIS? Completing the plan at this point in the military world, these recon Marines have came back with all the data. You know, they go back to the high chain of command and they tell everybody like, all right, 5-star general, this is what we found out about these enemies. The high threat target usually leaves at 5 in the morning, you know, goes into a meeting and comes back, or whatever the fuck he does, you know, comes back around 3 p.m., you know, chills, takes shit at 4, you know, eats his meal at 5. He tells them all these, they tell them all these little small but very critical points that's gonna, you know, help them, you know, come up with a plan that's gonna be executable with the lowest minimal risk. Okay, this is what the whole BAMCIS is about. Mitigating risk. That's what we want to do, guys. We're trying to mitigate risk as much as possible. So these recon Marines bring all this information and they pretty much inform the chain of command, okay, about everything that they know, times, weaponry, maybe even clothing type, you know, and like I said, ins and outs of the individuals that are in that compound. So that being said, translating that into the videography world, like video marketing, the same thing, guys. Once I find out what I've learned about our customers, I go back to my client and I tell him or her, guys, this is what I found out. This is what we should do. You know, I know our customers like to wake up in the morning and sorry about that. I know our customers like to wake up in the morning, go work out. You know, they like fucking traveling. They only like charging from these times to these times. I found out what makes them stress out, you know. So all these little things about our potential customers, I want to let my client know, because I always want to keep my client informed about what's going on. You know, this is what makes you as a videographer very, very valuable. So guys, you know, as a videographer, like, it's so important to understand these things, especially if you're a video marketer. Okay, and I say videographer too because you can, like I said before, you can use this BAMCIS, guys, this tactical planning strategy with any client. I don't give a fuck if you're trying to close you know, a wedding deal or whatever it is, what kind of video you're trying to shoot. Like, this process works. Okay, all you got to do is implement it in your own way, be creative with it, and you know, you'll see results. I can almost assure you that, just depending on how you look at it and that perspective, you know. But yes, guys, that's pretty much completing the plan. And like I said, it's just pretty much informing your top star generals, whatever is high chain of command, or your client, you know, the CEO. You want to inform them, or whoever's in charge of the marketing efforts. Like, you want to let them know what you found out, what's going on. And yes, guys, that's pretty much completing the plan. Also, and part of completing the plan, I almost left this out, is forming the plan. After the Marines, the recon Marines have brought all that data, all that intel, you know, to the chain of command, or you as a videographer, video marketer, video strategist, whatever, brings back all that data that you found about your potential customers or the potential industry that you're in. You're forming a plan. What's the plan of execution? You know, what kind of video should we do? What are we actually gonna put in our video? You know, what kind of people are gonna be in our video? What kind of people are we gonna have in there? Pretty much, you get the point of it, right? What kind of location, what kind of props, what kind of gear are we gonna need? My camera, we're gonna need a red camera for whatever fucking reason. And I say that because honestly, guys, this camera does exactly what a red camera would do, or an RE, or whatever other fucking crazy camera out there that there is. You know, but what kind of lens are we gonna need? Are we gonna need lavalier mics, a fucking boom mic? You get the gist of it, right? Same thing with the Recon Marines. Like, this is what we're gonna probably need, guys. We're gonna need fucking missiles. We're gonna need air support, because once we go in, we're gonna do this and that and this, and this was gonna make the mission effective and successful. Okay, this is gonna be the plan that we're gonna do. All right, guys, we're gonna jump right into I now. We're almost done here with BAMCIS. Okay, this is issuing the order. At this point in the military, higher chain of command already has a plan, and now they start, you know, trickling it down to the chain of command all the way to the, you know, first sergeant, whatever, you know, what is it, gunnery sergeant, staff sergeant, sergeant, corporals. They're all getting, you know, the knowledge and the plan execution, and they're all letting each other know. But more than likely, I'm pretty sure they have like a big ass battalion meeting about what the fuck is going on, and you know, they tell everybody what's about to happen. They're issuing the order. This is exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna take 4 platoons of whatever Marines, you know, and we're gonna get, you know, support from, you know, fucking special forces or whatever, and the goal is to kill this fucker. And you know, we're gonna take food. You're gonna need food. They start telling them all the little things that they already planned about. Makes sense? Like, basic, right? They tell them the plan of attack. This is what we're gonna do, and hopefully everybody just follows the plan accordingly, so we can all come back home. Okay, that's pretty much it. And then same thing with my client. You know, I'm gonna tell my client what he needs to know, the plan. This is what we're gonna do. And then I'm gonna tell the people that need to know what to do to accomplish that plan. You know, whether I need a graphic designer, whether I need a website made, I'll hit up my website guy. Like, there's a plan of attack. We're gonna need a landing page for this type of customer, you know, or for this ad that we're about to make, this video ad, and it needs to be congruent with our goals. You know, we're issuing the order, we're issuing the plan, you know, that we came up with in the previous acronym letter, which was completing the plan, right? So, you know, just pretty much informing everyone with the scope of work and everything that we're about to do to accomplish this mission or accomplish this video strategy, right? So that's pretty much what issuing the order means, guys. Now, the last one is supervise. You know, in the military world, supervise is just meaning the chain of command is supervising to the lowest level. You know, the sergeant is out there in the trenches with the Marines, and they're making sure everything's according to plan. You know what I'm saying? If the mission was at night, you know, did you bring your night vision goggles? Like, check them. You know, we're supervising. We're supervising before we fucking really go out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're making sure that there's batteries. We're making sure the NVGs work. We're making sure your fucking rifles are clean and lubed and ready to go. You know, we're making sure you're prepared with MREs, with food. It's gonna be a 5-day field op or whatever. You know, all that stuff. You're making sure all your Marines are fucking good to go and you know, tight as fuck. But yeah, guys, you're pretty much just supervising the Marines and making sure that they're squared away and prepared to go into the fight, right? Making sure their SAPI plates are in, sides up, and, you know, front and back, everything, right? Same thing as a video marketer, you know, like you're supervising yourself. Like me, I'm a freelancer, so I work with myself most of the time. When I'm doing video, I don't have like a whole crew, like a DP or a fucking script writer. I don't have any of that, mainly because sometimes I'm pretty good at doing that stuff myself. I'm not the best at it, but I just like working on my own for now, you know. But I supervise myself, you know. Are my lens clean? You know, is my camera batteries charged? You know, are my memory cards, you know, where they're supposed to be? I've forgot them before in the past, and that's because I failed at this part of BAMCIS, which was to supervise myself, like, and say, They're like, oh fuck, I forgot my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I should have take note about the day prior. But I'm telling you, when you put BAMCIS into your life, guys, like you stop fucking up the little things, you know. And not saying that you will never fuck up. You know, there's just stuff that you can't, and it's inevitable, you know. Like maybe you're just having a rough day and then you forget something. I don't know, whatever it may be. But that's pretty much what Supervise means, guys. Making sure that everyone is doing what they're supposed to be doing the day of, or if it's a project, like I said, in video marketing, making sure the website is done in time because you're trying to do this ad at this time and this day, you know, and just that's it. That's pretty much it. That's supervising from that aspect of both worlds. And yeah, that's BAMCIS, guys. That's BAMCIS. So what do you guys think, guys? Do you guys think this is a like a legit way to go about things? I feel like it is. You know, it might sound a little, because this video is probably a little long. It might sound like a lot of information to take in, but once you really understand each acronym in order, you'll really start to grasp the concept of tactical strategical planning. You know, like this shit is fucking crazy. You know, it really makes life easier because once you implement BAMCIS into your life like that, and making videos and strategizing with clients and stuff like that, you'll definitely realize that it's an easier process opposed to just, you know, winging shit. So yeah, guys, tell me your thoughts about this. Let me know if you're gonna implement it in your life or in your business life and see how it works out. But yeah, guys, once again, thank you guys for watching for this video. And if you guys like this video, please hit like. You know, it helped me out a lot. And subscribe. You know, I'm gonna try, like I said before in one of my other videos, I did say I'm gonna start posting once a week. I'm gonna try to post content that you guys will find valuable as a videographer, as a content creator, as a marketer, you know, as a starting marketer at least, because, you know, more experienced, you know, veteran marketers, I'm pretty sure they do some type of this work, you know, like BAMCIS work. They do have some strategical planning of some sorts of this. But, you know, ever since I thought about BAMCIS and in the military and then this, it just kind of made sense for me. Like, why wouldn't I implement this in my business life? You know, like it just makes fucking sense, you know? So, all right, guys, so this will be it for this video. I do have a Discord chat group that you guys can join, and if you have any specific questions in your video journey, you know, to getting clients or getting work, you know, please let me know how you're getting work and how you're utilizing, you know, specific, you know, strategical you know, approaches to really get your clients or work with them, you know, especially if you're a marketer. If you're a video strategist, guys, or a video marketer that knows how to place media and ads and you know, I want to know more about that. I want to know how you're doing it. If you can learn from me, guys, I can definitely learn from you guys. So I'll leave the Discord link in the description box. And yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later.